I have tried to discover a routine for dopamine detox, spanning from books, YouTube videos, and Reddit posts. But some of the videos, the books, and the Reddit posts I find either has less reviews or it just has the most detailed review ever on why this book is ass, why this video is ass, or why this Reddit post is ass. But I just scoured around the internet, trying to find what works and what doesn't. And in the end, I think I found the perfect routine for your dopamine detox plan. Now, when people first describe dopamine, people tend to describe it as instant gratification. This is basically our perception of dopamine. I mean, it does have bad parts to it. After all, pretty weird for a stutter. It does have bad parts after all, and not only that, our definition of instant gratification is literally just doing the smallest action for the biggest reward. Now that sounds like a bit unfair, to be honest, because imagine getting a big participation trophy while the person who's in first place gets like a small trophy. Like, imagine that. Do you know how fucked up would it be? But it makes sense for people to think like this. It's like how people think that all men are bad because of one bad relationship. I mean, I'm not into relationships, but I heard of these people. We basically believe that these healthy chemicals in our brains makes us procrastinate. It makes us deliver no progress at all in our work. It makes us believe that we do what we want, but we don't do what we need to do. I mean, it does make sense. So we basically become bored out of our minds, looking at the ceiling, looking at the wall, maybe looking at the floor, hoping to get natural thoughts out of our minds. I mean, that is okay, but it does sound unhealthy. There are like many other ways to get rid of these thoughts. Literally filter out these thoughts. You can basically do that by simply walking around your house, walking around your neighborhood, walking around the earth. Do your chores. Matter of fact, you need to clean your fucking room, bruh. That shit's stinky. And last but not least, literally eating without YouTube. All without your phone. Can you do that? I bet you can. Because here's the routine that I'm going to explain. And that's not the only routine that I explain. Besides the walking around the house, you gotta learn how much time you have in your life besides using your phone. You know what I'm saying? How I figured it out is literally writing down my thoughts. Simply writing down your thoughts, unfiltering them, putting it on your notebook can help you become accountable for your actions. Matter of fact, you don't even have to lie about yourself because your thoughts, you can literally write it down on your fucking notebook. Sorry, I sound like Vizzy Pop right now. But in order for you to be accountable, sometimes you need to cross out the thoughts you don't want to hear in your life and maybe just leave the thoughts you want to hear check mark or just don't do anything at all. Personally, I just X out some of my thoughts, some of the bad thoughts I have, and then just like put nothing for the good thoughts. Honestly, I recommend if you try it. It's like talking to yourself. It's like maybe understanding yourself, matter of fact, and also help you feel accountable. The other one is just basically walking around your house. I already explained that one because, there's a bunch of people who do that all the time. They get pretty good thoughts. But the one thing I didn't write is literally reading. You can also get thoughts from reading, bro. Like, bro, reading is fucking awesome. Now, dopamine is more than just instant gratification, okay? It's it's just like achieving something. Imagine if you feel, Imagine if you got 100 in some random game. Let's say, I don't know, maybe acrobatics. Let's just say that you had a perfect score, or matter of fact, a 90% score by because of the judges. How would you feel about that? You would feel happy. You feel achieved. You feel like, wow, I'm a fucking goat. I'm the fucking goat. Get what I'm saying? Another thing that dopamine does is literally just make you feel like you're glad you finished that project. It makes you feel grateful that you're here. It makes you feel grateful that you finished the project. Because think of dopamine as a big, juicy burger. If you take one big bite of it, it's gone. You can only take one small bite of it. You can barely have enough for a big bite. But if you take one small bite at a time, one small bite, one small bite, you'll have many opportunities to take bigger bites. And you'll have many opportunities to take more small bites, which will transition into bigger bites. And if this analogy doesn't work for you, just think of dopamine as, I don't know, light. But I'm not going to explain it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you donate to my Patreon. Or matter of fact, click into this another video right here. I'm sure you'll feel cringed out, but in return, you'll be like, wow, I'm glad I'm not that dumb.